Hello, I'm Mayor George Pankinen, Mayor of Enid, Oklahoma, and welcome everybody to today's ceremony. I'm not really sure who is in charge of picking today for this instead of tomorrow, but good job. All right, want you to know that. Projects like this, this larger project, take many different agencies to do. It's not just one city that wants to have water for 100 years into the future, but it involves teamwork from many different folks. And I know I'll probably miss somebody, but special thanks goes out to OWRB, the builders and engineers, Gardner and Garvey, the Corps of Engineers, and all the other partners that came together to help us do this. So with that very short introduction, let me share a few words with you. Thanks for coming out today to commemorate an important milestone in the construction of the intake station of the Kaw Lake water supply for City of Enid. I'd like to recognize our federal, state, elected officials, reps, city commissioners, other VIPs. I've seen Tanner here, seen Sproul here, so I'm just, oh yeah, got 3 of them here, and plus several city commissioners, so I'm glad everybody could make it today. Ground was broken on the lake in 1966, and the lake was completed in 1976. Now with the Kaw Lake project, the boring of the intake tunnels into the lake is about to begin. You can see the equipment here and the large water well that has been dug. The tunnel will be bored from the bottom of the well, and once completed, a water intake and pump station will be located here to pump the surface water along approximately 70-mile route to Enid to be treated, mixed with groundwater, and distributed to our residents and users. Please take a moment today to look at the equipment and construction completed so far. I remember it wasn't that long ago, we were in a small boat sitting on the side of over here, a pontoon boat with several people looking at a piece of land that just was the hilltop, and they said, yeah, it's gonna go there. And here it is. So it's easy for me to visualize the changes. But anyway, visualize the completed water intake and pump station now. In less than 2 years, this entire project is planned to be completed, and you will see the finished project. The project is most challenging and expensive project in the city's history. It is expected to provide our future water needs for the next 50 to 100 years. I'd like to recognize the vision and leadership of past city commissioners, Mayor Shuey, and the city staff in taking a project from a study to an idea where we are today and soon to be reality. The residents of Enid passed a sales tax in August of 2016 by a 68% margin to support this project and to meet the future water needs of the city, and have signaled their unwavering support of this project. I want to thank Garver, Garney, and all associated contractors on this project, and to include Guernsey and others who worked on the water studies, beginning with the master water study back in 2009. It wouldn't be possible without the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, Oklahoma Water Resources Board, Department of Environmental Quality, Municipal Finance Services, Public Law Finance Group, and all who have various contractors and engineers who have helped us today. So with that said, I'd like to ask the Garney rep, Jason Jansen, to speak about the project and specifically what they're about to do as construction manager and contractor of the project. They will tell us about all the amazing progress to date here and what's about to happen with the microtunneling. Okay, Jason?
All right, thank you, Mayor, and thanks everybody for attending this event today. For those that have not been here before, I'll give you a quick recent timeline of events. So as we've come in along the access road, you've seen a lot of preparatory efforts of the right-of-way, getting this project site accessible. Behind us here today, as it sits, is a 100 vertical foot shaft that will be the entry point for this 500 foot microtunnel extending out into Kaw Lake. So as you sit here and look around on the surroundings and see the access roads that meander up through this treacherous terrain and these hills, it's taken a lot of effort to get here. This construction site kicked off in the summer of 21, and the shaft construction was completed near the close of last year leading into the Christmas shutdown. As you can see back behind me with the crane and the equipment in place, there's equipment out on the barges. That's to complete the preparatory work, and that work will be constructed by Garney Marine Group. A lot of folks here today that can ask questions or answer questions. In addition to that, outside of the shaft construction, super excavators will be starting this microtunnel effort extending out into Kaw Lake. So over the course of the next 6 to 8 months, this work at this site will predominantly consist of, in the short duration, the microtunnel efforts. And behind you is actually the microtunnel that will construct this. For the next few weeks, leading into the summer months, we're currently projected to finalize the remainder of the marine work. Thereafter, we'll be in the transition stages for the future intake site to set and assemble all the submersible transfer pumps and to route this lake supply water along the 70-mile conduit towards Enid and the new water treatment plant. So what I'd ask everyone here today, again, thank you for coming, taking time out of your hectic schedules. What we'd like to do is to gather a group photo overlooking Kaw Lake. Thereafter, if you'd like to break up into your respective groups, by all means, we've got a microtunnel machine here, contractors who can answer and address any questions you might have. And then thereafter, for those who may have interest, we'll follow around the perimeter of this site down to the intake site. And we'll have a Garney personnel man down there to accommodate 4 to 5 roughly up on the perch site for those that might want to look into this shaft. So again, thank you for everyone. There's a lot of effort and energy it took to get us to where we are. We still have a long ways to go, but thanks again for your participation today.